Shogun Dynamite, that's actually a really good question. I have not collected digital trading cards, not because I don't think they're worth nothing, not because there's not anything that I don't believe I would want to collect, because there is. Star Wars has the Trader app that a lot of people love to use, including Pez Liz, who I believe is still here in chat during the live Twitch stream. But even with Star Wars, having a dedicated app with digital trading and images, I don't quite see the allure. And I think if the same app experience existed 10 years ago, 15 years ago, I'd probably be very interested. But if I want to see a picture of something, I download the picture. Or someone takes a screenshot, and then I have a picture, and then I can see it. We no longer live in this realm of scarcity, especially when we're talking about digital goods. I don't necessarily see the allure of collecting JPEGs. And keep in mind, I once kind of did, because back in the day, when you found an image, getting that image again wasn't as simple as doing a search or saving it to a cloud drive somewhere. Wasn't even a remote possibility 10, 15 years ago. And even with Garbage Pail Kids, arguably the longest running series that I've collected the physical cards or stickers for, they released recently a collector experience on the blockchain, right? So the scarcity model was true. And you could buy them, and you know, they're worth this much, and you could collect them. But despite the idea being really neat, I just could not get over that hurdle that all I was doing was collecting digital goods. And I kind of stopped really holding on to digital goods several years ago. Like tracking them and, you know, having a copy of. And I know some people do that with media. I never did. I never had an MP3 collection like full blown. Never did the same thing with movies. I don't do that. I tend to rent or effectively license the rights to view something like a movie or a show, or listen to something like music, an album. I know that some people love it, and I don't want to take away from their enjoyment of these digital experiences, but I am just not one of those people. I don't think I'll ever be one of those people either. I want the physical touch and feel of these items, you know, in my hand, right? These that we just opened today on the live stream. It was fun, and we could experience it together. And then I have, you know, a physical copy of every one of these things. Could I open up an app and do it? Sure, but I'm never going to communicate with this card. Like, if I want to communicate with you, I'm going to need to connect with you in some way. I don't feel like I have any kind of connection with a digital good. It's even why I'm compelled to get a 3D printer. You know, to have this virtual good brought into real life. Could I look at a 3D model? Sure. But could I actually, like, hold on to a 3D object? Yes, it's here. This is always going to be, you know, the value for me. Not just the joy of seeing a picture that I enjoy, but the joy of experiencing, well, for example, these particular cards from the set that we opened tonight. You know, these are the ones that I wanted, the Darth Vaders. And if I would have pulled these in a virtual app, I don't know if I would have been as excited. If I was into the virtual app, the digital app, I'm sure I would have been very, very happy. But not in the same way as I think I was specifically with something physical. And when we're talking about like these overlays, like the one that Set to Build did here with the Empire Strikes Back card, that's exciting. But for a different reason, right? I'm using this, to broadcast live video, and it's kind of fun, and we're just bantering back and forth and answering questions. But there's no permanence here. It's just this point in time. There's nothing to collect. I'm not something to collect. I joke about it, but I don't think there's a Chris Pirillo trading card series anywhere. I could be wrong. Maybe there is. Is there? Do I not know of a Chris Pirillo trading card series?